Hey everybody, Chef Andre here. Today we're going to make some orange olive braised chicken. This is a great recipe. First thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 400 degrees. In our pan, it's going to be heated to medium heat. Put in about a half an onion, chopped. We're going to make sure it caramelizes real nice. Now we're going to season that chicken with salt and pepper. Make sure the chicken's seasoned real well. This is a mixture that's about 80% salt, 15% black pepper, and about 5% granulated garlic. Season it real nice and then put it skin side down in the pan. We're going to get that chicken real nice and brown. As you place it in there, kind of move it to side, and make sure it's not sticking. We want that chicken nice and brown. Don't be afraid to cook it. Now we're going to zest the orange. Zest off with your zester only the orange part. Once you see the white part of the orange, that's going to be real bitter. Don't want to get that far. We're only going to get about 1 tablespoon of orange zest out of a single orange. After you're done zesting it, we're going to take some of the oregano. We're going to have 2 sprigs of it. We're going to take off the leaves from the woody stalk. Just run your fingers down the center of that stalk and the leaves come off very easily. Now we've got a single serrano pepper. We're going to slice that pepper down the center, place it into the dish, and put it in there. After it's done cooking, we're going to discard it. This adds a little bit of spice to it, but not overly. Make sure that chicken's real nice and brown. Check it. If it needs to be flipped back over again, flip it back over. Let it brown more in the pan. And it's going to get real brown. But don't worry, by the time we put everything in there, it's going to get a little bit less and give you a nice glaze in the pan for the nice gravy. Add that orange we zested. Slice it up. Put it in there. Add the oregano. Add the orange zest. And we've got our 5 ounces of green pitted olives. Make sure you throw that brine away. Don't put it in there. It's going to add too much salt. We've got 3/4 of a cup of bone broth. I had about almost all of it. We might have to add it later. Now we put it in the oven. Preheated to 400. I like to have it on convection. After about 35 minutes at 400 degrees, we're going to check the temperature. We want it to be at least 165 inside. For dark meat, I prefer it to be around 180 degrees. Gives it a nicer texture at that temperature. Gets rid of all the connective tissue inside. And then check it in 2 different places in the chicken. Make sure it's at least the 165. It is. Let's pull it out of the oven and we're going to plate it up. Thicken that sauce. So we're going to get that chicken out of the pot. Put it on your cutting board. Let it rest before we start serving it. And then we're going to thicken that sauce. We're going to use some tapioca flour, put it in a small dish with a little bit of water, and I like to thicken it 1 tablespoon at a time. You don't want to over thicken it, and it's much easier to put it in than take it out. So when you put it in there, mix it up real nice, bring the heat up, let it come to a boil, check the consistency. If you like it thicker, add another tablespoon of it. There we go. That's some nice chicken. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe, and in the comments below if you'd like to see anything requested, I'd like to make it for you. Thanks again for watching. Let's make skinny tasty. Have a good one.